What's going on, guys? This is SuperKamiGuru9000, and this is my review of Bleach chapter 445. And you know what? I gotta say, this was the best chapter of Bleach I have read in the longest time. And it has a lot to do because there was a lot of really cool action, and of course because our character Ichigo, the main guy, he was predominantly in it a lot. Now, continuing on from the last chapter, we see here that Ichigo is starting to use his full bring powers, and it's actually in the form of a Shinigami-like cloak that's consumed his body. Chad himself even mentions that his full bring is like a cloak, and he remembers it back to when he uses his Bankai. He basically explains that his Bankai is like he's wearing it, and that's how he's able to move so fast, and it's really cool. And what's his name? Tsukishima just actually showed up, and he's starting to fight everybody, but Ichigo's like, screw this, and he's ready to take him on himself. But before that can even happen, Chad's like, we can't let Ichigo be around this guy right now. We can't let him know what happened to Inoue, that he actually hurt her. And then Chad just jumps up and he like punches the crap out of him. It's really, really cool. And somehow they all end up on the rooftop. And Chad's like, we can't let Ichigo see this guy yet. He's not ready. Ginjo comes up and they have a little quick conversation about that too. And then all of a sudden, Ichigo's right behind him. He knows exactly what they're talking about. He's like, boom, boom, boom. They're always sort of looking down at the ground, looking BA. Hey, man, I heard what you were saying about Inoue. And, he's obviously really pissed. But then Tsukishima shows up one more time, and they have a little battle that's pretty cool. We get to see Ichigo use his powers, and other than the fact that he has his brand new full bring cloak, and apparently a sword of some sort, he's able to use different abilities such as jumping really high, being able to fight in the air just like a Shinigami. So it's pretty interesting. And in essence, he really has gotten his brand new powers back. But since he is pretty new at it, he hasn't mastered his full bring, and Tsukishima is able to cut his right arm up and send him flying back down to the rooftops. And he jumps back down and he's getting ready to hit him with a finishing blow. And of course, that's when Ginjo jumps in, brings out his big full bring sword, which frankly I think looks really, really cool. It's like a giant broadsword. It almost looks like something out of Berserk. God, my second Berserk thing in 2 weeks. Anywho, but that's pretty much where the chapter ends, with Ginjo jumping in the way and getting ready to interrupt. And obviously this Tsukishima guy is super mysterious. I really can't wait to see who he is and why he's here. Otherwise, I'd have to give this chapter's review, at least a 4 out of 5. I'm saying 4 out of 5 because I actually got excited reading this week's chapter. I thought it was really cool. It's great to see Ichigo in action again, especially, he's always doing something new. He's had so many different forms. And I like the full bring power. I think it looks really cool. I like the sword in particular. Everything's awesome. He literally looks like Zangetsu now. But that's it for this week. Also, just want to leave you guys a question. This week, do you think that Tsukishima is actually a good guy? Do you think there's a twist in there? Alright, guys. Well, that's it for this week. SuperKamiGuru9000. Ota!